Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Mexico City Diablos and the Buffalo Bills. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for Mexico City, our visitors, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Quickly now, here's the Buffalo offense.
Out wide was the youngest player in the NFL in 2017, Juju Smith-Schuster. And he also had the longest reception in the league last season at 97 yards. Actually well-schooled in route running and able to run from both outside and moving inside to the slot position in order to make big plays.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run on first down. Madison, and he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
22, check, Bowman. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 50. That's it. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. A look at the numbers from Penny last week. 16 carries, 75 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time. This is set.
Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And, look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
And he's going to go down again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East. But as it stands now, Charles, they'd still have to host a game on Wild Card Weekend because they're looking up at slots 1 and 2.
Well, when the season began, they said, let's win our division first,
that's right?
That's the bottom line that gets you into the playoffs or the tournament, as a lot of the guys like to call it. So they're in. They'll host that first round, and then they'll see where it goes from there. But the bottom line, as always, get into the playoffs and take your chances from there. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
2nd and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Got an open man, it's McLeod. And they work this well upfield across the 45. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Defense, let's go. Check. Watch the safety creep.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 34.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
Bravo.
They'll look to throw here. Flush. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Watch out. Check. Go on. SOS. What do?
Now a give, right side. Madison. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. On third down, Madison, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Derek Carr, he is the focus of our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty... The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, here's Penny. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first and 10, here's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got it. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Check 43. Tighten up. Hard.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 24. Look, squeeze. Hey, Sam off. Shit. 61, matchbox lights. Smooth. Hurry. Ready?
Back to throw here. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 30, the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 82 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Take it at the 37. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Jones. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go!
They'll set up a throw. They're able to complete this one to McLeod. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Go! 60 outlaw. Shoot!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
He's crashing. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check 13. Check 13. 25. Check 24. Leo. Check 13.
On third down, Madison. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you down to Orlando. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Oh, you're impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
The throw out line to QT, complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Marr now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Derek Carr, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On the draw, this is Penny. And an alley to run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on third down. Carr. That's caught by Penny. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week, now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up. But relentless, that's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying it. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Switch it. It's a 6. Put it half. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's get off the zoom. Get off the field, D. Whip. Watch the whip.
This time Taylor will throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That's how we do it.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
51. Exit. Hey, orbit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Even.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On the ready. 51's the mic. Jazzy. 5. 51's the mic. Down to lose 1. Ready.
2nd and 5. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Let's go, baby. Pick 6 all day.
But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing now is Carr. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary and really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll go again to Jones. A beautiful fake. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check it back, check it back.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Fair, on fight.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Bills on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10.
Haywood.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first down, it's Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go. Travel. Kill. Rock it.
Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Bills on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Delta.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Carr completes it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Carr again. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Kiki QT with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, you tighten up.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Protein spill. Bang, bang. Attack. Deuce. Check three. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That one complete. He finds Shark. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now a give, right side. Madison. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Marr on for the extra point. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack. Carr, and he finds Penny. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brett Kern now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken in at the 11. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 51's Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for number 18. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Big edge.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Hard. Get it.
On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.